be surprised how many takes it took for me to just get those passages right. They're very clever, very well thought out. And actually, I sent the first tutorial of this song to Nekromantix and got a response from Necroman, which was really cool. Necroman, if you're watching, great chatting. Look forward to hopefully chatting more. But yes, he actually informed me that he writes the parts for the Nekromantix songs on the guitar. So that's really cool to know. Definitely no discredit to Peter Sandorf, because we all love his Holler Ghost stuff. He's a great player, and I'm sure he had some input. Necroman can probably fill us in more on that part. But I think that's important to know that it's Necroman himself. It's the Necroman himself that he's coming up with these awesome guitar parts. So that's kind of really cool. Today we're going to be learning the parts I played there. So really pretty much from the verse right through the chorus, which is a huge chunk of the rest of the song. So I'll just show you really quick. If you join my Patreon, it's not super expensive at all, but you get access to all of these tabs. So this is 4 pages in so far. I'm holding 2. The other 2 are on the music stand, ready for the lesson. You can get them on my Patreon. They come out in the feed as I release videos. However, if you join my website, that's a whole other thing. That's a library, completely organized. So check out your options if you do want to get a bit more into it. But otherwise, just hit like and leave a comment and enjoy the lesson. I will see you there, which is here now. So the song actually begins. We come off the back of that riff, which you would have learnt in lesson 1. If you haven't checked it out, stick around today and learn this one. You can always go back and learn those other riffs. On your transcription, I've marked it as C, the verse, and it's bar 46. So we're already 46 bars into the song before the verse starts, because there's all this cool stuff happening before. So the cool thing is it's not super hard to play. So put your first finger on the 7th fret of the 6th string, just like that. That's our first bit. You can kind of play this bit with one finger, which is really fun. You pick the 7, you pick it again, slide to the 10. Okay. So slide down to the 3, and then it goes up to the 7, so 3 to the 7, and then we play an E major bar chord, and then we get a G5. Okay, yeah, nothing super hard at this point, which is kind of nice. You know, it's good for everything not to be a struggle. I've just come off doing Chris Cheney's E Boogie. Okay, which is some wild psychobilly, rockabilly stuff, whatever you want to call it. So that takes us from bar 46 up to bar 54. So from after we play the little G5 power chord, leave your 3rd finger on that 5th string, just slide it straight up to the 9th fret. And this is our next part. So this is bar 54. Play that 9. Now, by the way, if you're wondering what the E chord was before, I mentioned it was 7, 9, 9, 9. Okay, 7, 9, 9, 9. I use my flattened 3rd finger just right across. You can use 2nd, 3rd, and 4th like an A chord and add that, whatever suits you. Okay, so continuing on from bar 54, we slide into that 9. Then we play the... So I'll actually just play ahead a little. Okay, so after the 9, we played the 7 on the 6th string. We play the 9th fret on the 5th string. I love this, guys. This is just so spooky. That's the 10th fret there on the 5th string. Play the 7th fret again. Play that 10th fret again. And then you play an E chord again. So you can hit the open string if you like. And I actually play it different the second time around. I couldn't quite pick on the recording whether it was... I think it was just that E chord, but it sounds really cool if you go like this. I hope you don't mind me messing with your stuff, Necroman. But this is one thing I thought was really cool here. If you go... and you play the E like this. So you go open, 11, 9, 9, 9. Because we get that movement. I just really like that. Okay, you don't have to do it. So that I do that the second time around, but we should just continue with what happens in the first time around. So after you do that E, you do this riff again. Okay, now I actually had a little trouble hearing on the recording again what was happening there. I'm pretty sure it was the same. It sounded like Peter Sandorf might have gone for. There's something a little vague about that bit, so I just wrote it out as the same thing we're already using, but it does change the next time around. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play through the verse, I'm going to show you where we're up to. It all repeats the same, so we're going to talk about that, and I'll show you how it varies at the end. So what we've got so far, you would have done from the beginning of the verse, bar 46, down, down, 3, slide up to 7, E chord, then G power chord, easy as you like, 5, 5, 5, and then slide to the 9, 7, 10, on the 5th string, 7, 10, E, and then we get the riff that we've already learnt, okay? If you are just watching this video for the first time, that riff is just a power chord F sharp 5 into G5. So, a little bit of fluff in between. Okay, and then we go back to the F sharp 5. Do we? Play the G again. F sharp 5, okay? Now what you do, you go 5, 5, 7. So it's not a straight power chord. It's an actual D5, but we get the 6th string as well. Then got 2 more. So it's actually a D5/A, E5/B. Okay, and then we just repeat that whole verse again. Okay, exactly the same, from what I could tell. So, da, 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 da. All the same. Okay, down, down, down. Then we're back to here. Maybe do it my way this time for a bit of fun. Might be like that anyway. I couldn't quite tell. And then we get this riff again, but it's slightly different this time. It goes, you go 2, 3. So you do the power chords from the 2nd fret: F sharp 5, G5, A5, B flat 5, or A sharp 5, and we're into the next section. So that's nice work. I love that. That's really cool. Never get sick of playing some of these things. I never get sick of playing. Full stop. It's just great. If you're watching this video and having fun, put a comment, put a like. Let us know you're there. You know, the videos sometimes get 500, 600 views and 10 comments. Like, if you just let me know you're there, it feels good. Sometimes the videos get 3,000 views and 20 comments, but, you know, that's cool. So, that took us into the next bit. I don't know the lyrics. I'm never good at remembering lyrics. My brain's 90% guitar. So from here, I've got this marked on the transcription as the pre-chorus. So we worked everything through up to bar 72. And I should mention on the transcription, you can see we've got a first time that takes us through. And what you do, when you get to that first time bar again, you actually skip over that and go to where it says 2. So if you've never learned how to read that, there's a little tip there. You would basically skip straight from bar 59 to bar 70, and now we've got the pre-chorus. So the pre-chorus is just a B5 chord, and you play the B5, 799, and then just palm mute, and then you play an A5 back to the B5. So again, there's a little. I've written that he plays that A5 on beat 4, so of the second bar of each passage. So in bar 72, 1, 2, 3, 4, 73, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, that's what I've got. So it's sort of on the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And then this is really cool. In bar 70, where is it? 8. Bar 78, we get this. Just cool stuff, man. 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm obviously just moving the power chord. I'm quoting the index finger as to where it's going. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get that little upstroke. Okay, pay attention to where I use those upstrokes in those earlier bars. That's good stuff as well. Okay, it's important to be using upstrokes where upstrokes work and downstrokes where downstrokes work. There's a good reason for it. Just trust me on that one. Have a go. I feel like a parent when they say to their teenage kid, like, "Oh, I'm your parent. Just do what I say." It's kind of like that. So then the chorus. Now, I reckon jump up to the 4th fret if you can. Or just go to the 9th fret. It's actually completely up to you. So it's a C#5. We're doing this pretty constant rhythm. And there's a little bit of, again, I don't know, maybe a little bit of gristle between chord changes. That's rock and roll, especially when you start to do it up tempo a little bit. You get things. Trust me, no one's playing and changing chords with sheer precision. There's always, they're leaving a little early and there's a little thing, a bit of stuff happening in between. So what I'm talking about is we've got this power chord. Okay, and then see how I hit the strings open or whatever in between, and I'm changing a bit early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's a little bit of stuff in between. I've seen way too many transcriptions that would just imply you're doing this. And look, yeah, it's doable, but the gristle's good. So what I'm getting at is, look, the chords are C#5, E5, okay, 7/9/9 from the 5th string, 7/9/9 from the 6th string now is a B5, and then F#5. Chug along, and when you want to change, just, if you're having trouble getting it, just go a little early. If some noise happens in between, who cares? I can even hear in this recording, I think you hear the guitar player or Peter Sandorf's fingers lift, so you're like, you hear a little bit of that. You actually hear his hand kind of moving like he's sliding it down. Let's say we did it from here, you could do it from here as well. The C sharp can be, you can hear the slide up. I like that one. I think that might be what he's doing on the recording. So yeah, I can't, what did I put on the transcription here? I've actually put it from the 9 on the transcription, but try it from 4/6/6. And just lift your fingers at the end of the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I am looking at that with far too great a microscope. My prescription on my glasses is way too thick, I believe. So, well, it's not. It's just what my eyes need. Yeah, so that's it, and that will take you back to this bit. So I'll just demonstrate that. Okay, which I taught in the previous lesson. So go check that out. If you enjoyed this lesson, guys, there's probably 35, 40 Psychobilly tunes fully transcribed and taught on my YouTube channel. And if you want the PDFs, jump on the Patreon. There's like so much value, so much stuff got on there. Just go check it out. But yeah, like I said, go at least hit like and leave a comment. Let me know you're there. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm getting on top of the camera situation. I've got a nice softbox light now, which I realize I don't have to use the silly ring light. I think that was upsetting the camera. I'll know when I watch this video back. I want to thank all my latest patrons. Here we go. I want to thank my latest patrons, Ev Wright, for signing up on the top tier of the Patreon, which, by the way, you get access to the website as well for a whole year. Man, that's so helpful. If only you knew how helpful that was, you would just feel really good. So hopefully you feel really good. Richard Kennedy, Ms. Torif, Tom Mollica, Juka Ilkahaimonen, I hope I said that right, Quentin P, Richard Finette, Robert Hutchinson, David Holzer, Brandon Q, and Larry. I think I read some I've already read, but you get thanked again. Thanks for joining, guys. I will see you in the next video. I had a real good time with this one today. I hope you enjoyed it too. Catch you later.